Hello, Capricorns. How are you doing? Corinne Clapham here, your intuitive wellness guide, tarot and oracle reader, psychic medium. All right, my uh, playing around with this new fun spread today, and so I want you to let me know in the comments below if you're digging this spread, or if you dig what I was doing previously before. And let me explain what both those are. So previously, what I was doing love readings, and it was just kind of like as the cards were coming out, those were the guiding messages. And then what I'm doing today is I'm pulling cards for your current energy in your love life right now, then pulling cards for messages of how the other person feels about you. And then we're pulling out cards for your weekly love forecast. Okay, so if you're digging it that way, please put in the comments below so I know to continue doing that. And how I was doing it before, like I said, was just pulling out messages and kind of reading from there. So let's go into this. What is Capricorn's current love energy? What's going on with our Capricorns? Also, Capricorns, please hit subscribe and the notification button so you can get notified when coming videos will be happening. Don't forget, May 9th is also Mother's Day. All right, here we go. Let's get one more card here for our Capricorns. When I was tapping into your energy, I was feeling that, you know what's so funny? I've been tapping into people's, like the Zodiac's energies before coming on, which I always do, but this one and the last one, and actually potentially even the one I did before, I was forgetting what it is as soon as I started talking. But overall, it was a pretty good energy. I feel like some of you are actually, what I'm hearing right now is playing the field, but that's not what I was, those weren't the words that was coming up when I was first tapping it in. Spread thin, I think, or something along the lines of that. Okay, Capricorns, we have 7 of Pentacles over here. So really putting your time and energy into something, and you're just waiting to see what the benefits are. Like what all this energy that you're putting in, you're wanting to see what's going to grow from that. And I think a lot of you have just really given up. And also keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. There's also a link in the details below for anybody who wants to book a one-on-one reading, and then we can deep dive into you specifically. However, what I'm picking up for the majority of you, I feel like it's like you've been putting in a lot of energy into a certain dynamic, and it's like you haven't quite yet seen what's grown from it yet. A lot of you are pulling back. We have the 4 of Swords here, and you're really just taking time to rest and renew, and to really be able to like pull back so you can get a better perspective of what's going on. And sometimes it's not a bad thing to do, by the way. And around this time anyways, I've been feeling it's like a lot of people, the message has been coming through to rest anyway. So if you're feeling that time where you need to, definitely listen to it. We have the King of Cups energy here, so very supportive, very empathetic energy here that you have. So let's tap into the energy of the other person and how they feel about you. So how does this other person feel? Actually, okay, I heard that wasn't a card. What's going on here? Got it right. One more. There we go. We even got another one. Okay, cool. Sorry, that was really loud. I didn't mean to bang the cards down like that. Okay, so how, for some of you, what the other person is feeling here, we have the Hierophant. Okay, so this is like they seem like traditional, conforming to certain traditions that are there. We see the Chariot, so there's movement that's going on here. It's generally a pretty good card. You know, there is a little bit of black and white there, but for the most part, it's a pretty positive card that's there. We also have Ace of Pentacles here, which is really great. Very stable energy, very earth energy, grounding energy. And this is about like a new prospect coming in, new income, new job or something, but like a new energy, a new way of them looking at you and perceiving you. We do see, though, the 8 of Wands. An 8 of Wands can be like sorry, not 8 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Keeping and maintaining boundaries. So this person might be maintaining some boundaries here. Maybe that's why there's been a little bit of distance, or you haven't really seen a whole lot coming back to you when you're the one that's also been giving a lot. But let's check into this week. What do we have going on for our Capricorns for May 3rd to May 9th? Also know if you're checking this out outside of those dates, trust that things pop up, the messages pop up as you need them. So very interesting here, Capricorns. We have 5 of Wands here. So it's almost like petty arguments that are going on here. And then we have the Empress. It was in reverse. So the Empress, it can be like, it can symbolize like fertility or like good parenting. So for some of you, yes, our parents. For some, I would say like 97% of you though aren't in this situation. But the Empress is a really good energy, very astute, very confident in her seating there, and knows what she wants. But we do have the Two of Swords that's in reverse, okay? And Two of Swords, it's like having a decision to make, but trying to avoid that decision or two options. And she's sitting here blindfolded, so it's almost like not wanting to see things, it's not wanting to make that decision. There's some water energy that's there in the background, and what we see here is 7 of Wands. So it's like some of you are traveling. It's like you're moving, you're shifting energies, whether some of you are physically traveling or you're shifting and moving into a different phase of your life, and it may not resonate. You can see also there is someone there that's also assisting that person to get there. We have really calm waters here, but then we have rough waters here. So it's kind of like an unknown pathway moving forward within that. So that was the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and now I'm going to be doing some clarifying cards with the Romance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So let's get a clarifying card for your current energy in your love life. Okay, so wedding, the situation involves a marriage. I also see here with the 4 of Wands, a lot of you are taking time to pull back, take rest, and really just take a look at the overall situation with a different perspective, especially with the King of Cups. He's very like tolerant, but very empathetic. So he's got that. It's like you have that kind of energy too, as you're pulling back and you're taking a look at things and taking stock. Let's get a card for the other person's energy and how they feel about you. All right. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then now let's get a clarifying card for your weekly love here. Trust love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Okay, so, and like we had here, the Wands, it seems like there's like some petty things, like some issues that need to be worked out here. Okay, maybe that has something to do with the finances and career, but there is true love here with this energy. Although I see with this, some of you are going to be moving away from that, or there's going to be distance, whether it's long distance because someone's moving. But let's get some clarifying cards. A clarifying card for the 2 of Wands, please. I'm actually getting guided to use this deck to get a clarifying card for the 2 of Wands. 2 of Swords, sorry. 2 of Swords. Okay, so 2 of Swords may have a decision that needs to be made or a compromise that has to be made. And we have the Page of Swords over here. So Page of Swords swords usually represents change, okay? And this is it's almost like someone who is like it can represent like gossiping or spies, but I think in this situation, it's like either you or the other person is trying to look into things about the other person. Okay, especially with the 2 of Swords here, it's like trying to make a decision blindfolded or avoiding a decision. But I think some of you or the other person is, whether it's checking out Facebook or social media and kind of scoping out situations there to help them with it. And then I do see for a lot of you, there's going to be a travel, like there's going to be a movement that's happening. But let's get a clarifying card. I'm getting guided to use a clarifying card for this. However, the Sun card is right here. Sun card is really good energy here, material happiness, joy, successful. So this move actually might be a really good change and shift that needs to happen. Okay, and then we have deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. And I sense that's why some of you are moving away from it. But then we have the Passion card here. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So let's pull another clarifying card here. You know, during this rest or renewal time, when you're taking this time to really take a step back and take a look at things, you know, really focus on that and stand in that, because I feel like even with that deception card, it might be that like some of you are longing, desiring a certain thing, but it's almost like you're afraid to let that go. So like sometimes deception can show up in that way where we're not being truthful in our own selves and what we're doing. Sorry, I heard someone coming down the staircase. So let's get one more card here. I'm just doing a live video. Yeah, I'm doing a live video right now. So I'll get one more card here to clarify what's going on here with those 7 of Swords. No, I'm okay. Thank you. Woo. Okay, so this card here, playfulness, beautiful. There was another zodiac sign that got the playfulness one too. Full spirit of fun to shine, okay? And I find when that happens, we can really start to look at things from a different perspective. Sometimes when we're too much in our mind and ego, we can take things so serious. And when we get in that way, we start, like sometimes insecurities can come from there. And then we have flirt. So extend your lighthearted energy to others. And I really see that can be good. With this deception, you know, I think for some of you, it almost might be like you deceiving yourself and what it is that you really want. So just be very mindful of that. And otherwise, it's looking pretty good here, Capricorn. You are going to have a decision to make. Try not to procrastinate that too much, because I feel like some of you are. And some of you, like going back in the current situation, or in a situation where there is a marriage involved. So again, just remember, like, you can always have what you really want. Sometimes it's like taking that leap can be a little bit scary, but I do see that there's going to be movement in travel for some of you. So, okay, my dear Capricorns, if there's anything you want to share in the comments below, any beautiful magical nuggets that come out of this, or you know, shifting energies in a current relationship or a new one where it's sprouting out some really good love. It's always good to put that in the comments below. Share the love, what's going on. I find when we do that, it's also like, you know, sprouting out nice seeds for other people too. So, all right, Capricorn, hit the subscribe button, notification button, so you see when the other videos come. Corinne Clapham here. Always a pleasure to be here with you, and I will see you next week.